Hey gamers, I'm Daniel and welcome to LFG 101 Part 1. What is LFG and what is a role-playing game? Logical Fantasy Gaming is a fantasy role-playing game in which players develop their own unique characters and work together to complete heroic quests and daring adventures. Since this game is limited only by your imagination, it offers opportunities and customization far beyond even the most advanced video game. Whatever type of story you wish to tell, whatever type of character you want to be, this is your chance to make them come to life. The prime directive of LFG: have fun. All the rules in our LFG materials are guidelines to help make a story come to life. If a particular rule doesn't work for your group or doesn't jive with the story you're telling, the GM can always change it, remove it, or just ignore it so the story stays fun and exciting for everyone involved. What is an RPG? I like to describe a role-playing game as a movie where you get to control the main character. Instead of shouting, "Don't go in there," or "Pick up the knife" at the screen, you can just do it. Tell your GM, "I pick up the knife before I open the door," and the story continues. In a role-playing game like LFG, one player serves as the game master while the others play as their own unique characters in an epic fantasy tale. Everyone involved participates in the game through acting, discussion, and turn-based combat. You and your companions choose where you want to go and how the story unfolds, but with each choice comes uncertainty. The possible outcomes of your decisions are represented by the roll of a dice, combined with a value that represents the skill and training your character has in a particular ability. A higher roll indicates a higher chance for success. The Game Master, or GM, is the storyteller who determines the overarching theme of your adventures. The GM also serves as an arbiter of the rules, translating and interpreting the written rules of the game into the tale of events that occur in the lives of your adventuring party. They have the final say on all rulings in your game. The GM is not really an opponent to the heroes, so much as they are the supporting cast, writer, director, narrator, and stage crew for the entire campaign. The GM also controls all the other creatures and characters encountered throughout your adventures, which are called non-player characters, or NPCs. While the GM controls the monsters you fight against, they also decide what sort of fantastic loot you may find, announce the whispers of mistrust heard in the market square, portray the maidens you woo, and build all of the mysteries to be discovered on your journey. As a player character, or a PC, you play as one of the main characters in an epic tale starring you and your friends. Each player develops their own unique character. You can play as a mighty warrior, a dashing rogue, a righteous priest, or a fire-spewing sorcerer. Or, if you're not one for character cliches, perhaps you'll play as an introspective barbarian, a bard who's afraid of public speaking, a brawling wizard, or a priest who has lost their faith and takes up the sword for vengeance. The possibilities are endless. The player characters work together as an adventuring party, exploring, or perhaps conquering, the world presented to you by your GM. As a PC, you make the decisions for any situation with which you are confronted, roll some dice, and the GM describes what happens with a little help from the rules. So what even is role-playing? Role-playing, or RP, is when you think or make decisions from the mind of your character. Whenever you speak as your character, or decide to attack a foe because your character has a grudge against that enemy, you are role-playing. When you play as a PC, you become that character. You portray your character as you think they would behave, act, and feel in the world and situations described by your GM. You can take this as little or as far as you want. Some players like to take on a particular accent and mannerisms when they play their character, immersing themselves fully within their persona, while others just like to describe what they do. Play whatever way you're comfortable with and have a good time. It is through your roleplay, conversations, combat, and the daily life of your adventuring party that you will transform your characters from a set of numbers on paper into believable and memorable heroes. Whether your decisions make you a beloved savior, respected dignitary, a feared tyrant, or a revered martyr is up to you, your friends, and your imaginations. Now that you know what role-playing is, head over to logicalfantasygaming.com, check out the rules, make a character, and get your adventures started. Happy gaming. For more help with the rules and how to play, check out the rest of our LFG 101 videos here. We'll see you in the next one.